Gosh, I didn't add me to the screen, and here I was talking, and y'all were not hearing any of it. Welcome, everyone, to the Midweek Momentum Sprints. I'm Shannon, right under the pen name of SC Houston. I messed that up on the first one, too, but y'all didn't hear it. So ready under the pen name of SC Houston, the author of A Curse of Scales and Feathers, A Curse of Wings and Gems, and the Clash of Goddesses series. The goal of this stream is to provide a low-key environment to be productive. It is strictly timed with 45-minute sprints and 5-minute breaks for a total of 4 sprints during roughly a 3.5-hour stream, and you're welcome to use the sprints for any productivity you need, whether reading, writing, housework, coursework, day job, or just taking care of you. I use the sprint time to focus because focus issues just really, really need it when I'm low on sleep because I've got just a couple hours. But we're here to try to get some more focus time in, and that does mean I'm not going to be in the chats until it breaks, but then I'll let you catch up with everyone, celebrate any of our successes, talk about whatever it is that we have going on. Trying to get my timer. I did start the timer, so it's going. I just forgot to add it to the screen. I don't know where I was at this morning in my head. So yes, I will, of course, be working on some AWC things. And I did leave a pinned comment tonight. We're doing the walkthrough of Later Press. That is one of our sponsors for the AuthorTube Writing Conference that's happening this weekend. And they're a great alternative for indie authors selling direct, doing subscriptions. That's a new thing that they just added. So if you want to see it tonight, please stop in. It's going to be kind of my first time really delving into the platform myself. And it is a platform I've been wanting to get on. So I'm looking forward to it. And then Sky came in. Good morning. Pop in and say hi. We'll stay as long as I can before it's time for bed. I appreciate that. Let's see. What was I thinking? Oh, okay. So yesterday, I didn't go as long as I wanted to because my computer's been slowing down more and more and more. And it was not letting me get through the Word document that I was working on. I was doing the attendee packet. So hopefully it continues fine and that we can do all 4 sprints as we work on things. Hello, Keiko. How's it doing? Kendra, morning. Trying to get into this last book, but my vibes aren't vibing yet. It's a complex yarn. I have to weave of many threads, and I can't choose where to start. Send help. Wish I could help you. If y'all hear some extra background noise, it's hot here. I've got some fans on and an air conditioner running. Burning up. Hey, I just woke up, so I need to wait for medicine to warm up before injection. So going to check email. I hope that goes well for you, Kat. I did drop a message over in Discord just to say that my thoughts are with you. So hopefully all goes well today because I know that you're going to be tired afterward. Morning, Jocelyn. Oh, no sound, no screen. Yeah, I forgot to add me. Oh, hi. Glitch just happened. Yeah, this was a Shannon glitch. So my brain glitched on this one. Not gonna lie, I jumped. I had the sound up too loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. Good morning, JL. How's it going? How's everyone doing today? I'm going to journal the first sprint and go from there. Awesome. Beta reading while the house is quiet, enjoying my coffee. This is the calm before the chaos of the afternoon. Yeah, before family. And how's your doggo doing? Hopefully. I can't wait to learn more about Later Press. It feels like I've heard whispers about it a couple years ago, and now everyone's talking about it. Yeah, because they're a small company. I mean, they're getting larger, but they've only been by word of mouth so far. Like when Dale pitched them as a possible sponsor for the conference, the gentleman that we talked to, Nate Gillick, he had said how they had not paid for any marketing or anything. Everything was just word of mouth. So I find it interesting how they've been able to grow organically. Which means, I mean, to me, that signifies a good platform if it's growing by word of mouth and they haven't had to market their stuff, what they do. I do want to put out, I don't know if we're running out of time. Lots of people mentioned earlier this week that they like to help out with the AuthorTube Writing Conference if I needed help with anything, because I was talking about how I was a bit overwhelmed. And I do need someone who can click on all the stuff that's hyperlinked in the attendee packet before I put it up. I'm going to be putting it up today. There's 46 pages and tons of stuff that's hyperlinked. I need someone who can check the links and tell me if any of them look wonky or not linked to the right place or whatever. If anyone can do that here, let me know. Let me know how I can get in contact with you if I have not had contact with you outside of YouTube. Hold on, let me put this on pause real quick. So if anyone is in that position, I did get another email this morning from one of our speakers who has an updated link. So I do need to go and update that link to the packet, save it again. And my computer's acting wonky. I saved it this morning when I saw that there was a mistake somewhere. And it took 5 minutes for it to save. So yes, hopefully it doesn't slow down the everything. But I just need to update that one link that the speaker sent me. And I think that's the only one I received. So I don't want to double check the inbox, but I think I've just got that one link to update. And I do have a couple of speakers who have links that they've turned in, but we haven't updated them because something is not entirely correct with their live stream. So we don't link it until it looks right. And YouTube has been doing this thing. Now, this is not the speaker's fault. Like I would say once or twice during an AWC conference season, we might get thumbnails that look a bit pixelated. And, we're trying to have a professional look. So then I will ask the speakers if they could fix their thumbnail, and that now for my help, because I have the programs to be able to do it. And actually now there's a good website where you can just plug in a picture and it helps the pixelation. It helps the pixelation without increasing the resolution. Most of the websites you go to, they increase the resolution, and that does not help. So I don't know if I just said that right. They make the file bigger, and I think it's increasing the resolution, but it doesn't always help the pixelation, which is blurring of the different pixels. But I just found a site that does it really well, and it's free. But anyway, so what was I saying? I got on a tangent. Oh yeah, so over 50%, I would say, of the thumbnails this year were pixelated. And I had, just before we were getting the links in with all the thumbnails being pixelated, I saw a YouTube video, and I cannot remember what it was called, but it mentioned how YouTube is trying to go more to a subscription model themselves, and they want people to pay for it in order to, get no ads, or I guess they have a light plan, so you get fewer ads, but you still get ads. And they have noticed, the creator of this video, and they were talking to other creators too, that they've all been noticing that recently with YouTube pushing their paid plans, that they are almost forcing people to pay for a plan in order to not have their stuff compressed, because videos and thumbnails are getting more compressed. And the more compressed it is, the more pixelated the thumbnail will look. And I really, really think it's YouTube that is doing that. So over half of our speakers have pixelated thumbnails, and most of them are just kind of lost. They're like, I've never had this problem before, and I think it's a YouTube thing, to be honest, because this has never happened before for us either. So and I noticed it did it with one of my thumbnails for my weekly live streams, but not the other three. It just did it for one. So I had to go through and use that site, because no matter what I was doing, even with my program, it was still pixelated. So it's really weird. We now have a heat wave. It's hot here too. I'm so sorry, Keiko, that you're dealing with the heat wave. Same, Keiko. It's disgustingly hot. Yes, it is. My fur baby is not a fan of the heat wave. She can go for walks, or she can't go for walks or sit in the yard. Ours is the same thing. We have a puppy, and he does not want to be outside. And we have tile floor. He comes in and spreads out on the floor after he's outside, doing his business. So usually he likes to sit by the window on the couch with the window open, but it's just too hot. I've got the hiccups. Don't know why. Probably because I've had little sleep. I don't know. Friday is the last cooler day, and then only 30 degrees. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. So the rest in my flat for the rest of the summer, don't want to. Yeah. If you don't get someone earlier this evening, I could do it when I wake up. I think you still have my email. Yeah, I do have your email, Sky. We've talked before. Okay. Yeah, if I don't find anyone by then, I'm hoping that by then, because if you're going to be sleeping for a bit, that'll put us in probably afternoon time. I have plans, but plans don't always work out. I'd like to get this up by my afternoon, and it's 8 a.m. in the morning, before I do my later press walkthrough. And that's partly because they did a sponsored spot in the attendee packet. So I make sure I've got that up and out for people to look at. Because we've got different things in the packet this year to kind of drive traffic to it, so that I can honor our sponsors. So yes, I'm praying for all of us that the heat dies down. I don't know how many people work outside in this. My dad did for many years. I would be, yes, me too. I could do it. Okay, sure. Thanks, Kendra. Okay, I will send it over to you. I got to fix this one link, which could take 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what my computer decides to do. And then I will, Facebook. I'm not good with Facebook, but I will try it. I'm pretty sure I can still log in. I have not logged in for a really long time because I've had very negative things happen from Facebook, like death threats. Literally death threats. People telling me they know where I live and they're sending someone to my house to kill me and I guess I shouldn't say that on live stream, but anyways, to do things to me and my family. So I don't really like Facebook. I've not been on there very much, but I will get on there and see if I can get you. If I can't, I'll leave a message in the chat here. That sounds beautiful. I've become a astrology fan, and I just get black ones. I decorate with scrapbook paper and stickers. Did I miss something? I think I missed something. I'm sorry. From Coffee Crate Connect. I don't know. I'm sorry. I probably lost the thread. Hi, Melvie. I was just thinking about you. I was like, okay, if I did not see her today, I'm going to reach out and be like, are you okay? Because I see you like every day. And I know work happens, things happen. But after a couple of days, I was like, I hope that everything's okay over there. And I was like, I'll give it another day. I can find my Insta. That's easier. That would be easier. I really don't like going on Facebook. So yeah. And it's a nice way to personalize your journal to Sky. Oh, so you were. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about doing the journal. Okay, there it is. Thank you. I will send the link over there. It is a link because the file is a bit big now, so I just have it on Google Docs. Well, it's PDF. You can download it. But yeah, give me a few minutes afterward, after the stream starts, to get it updated. And hello. So what? Yes. I've had a few of them, and I've had people say, well, go report it, to the police and stuff. And I'm like, there's nothing they can do. I've had my identity taken twice by someone in a different state. And both times I could prove it wasn't me, because the first time I was deployed over in the desert with the military. And then the second time I was enrolled in college in the state that I was living in. So there's no way I was opening accounts in another state and running up electricity bills and doing all these things. But I went down to the police station and filed my report. I had to prove that it was not me, of course, by showing my documents to the one that was deployed and the other one because I was enrolled in college. And then they're like, yep, this will help you. This will help your credit report. Because my credit report's it's always been perfect. I've never had anything on my credit report, but with my identity taken both times, that dinged my credit report. And so I had to submit the stuff to the police department, get their paperwork, submit that to the credit agencies to get that stuff off my credit report. It's a whole thing. And both times, and there were several years between both times that happened, and it was 2 different states that I was in. One I was in Washington State, and the other one I was living in Virginia. And the state where my identity was taken was here in Florida, which is where I live now. But both times I asked, like, is there anything you can do to find out who it is and whatnot? Because we had an address on file with the person who took my identity. And they're like, what's not in our state, all we can do is push it over to that state, and then it's up to them what they want to do. But most likely, because it's crossing state lines and it's a cyber crime and there's not enough laws for cyber crimes, nothing's going to happen. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, completely understand. I figured someone would be able to help you earlier. It looks like Kendra will. And I so appreciate it, Sky. I appreciate you trying to help out. I know that's been a really busy time for you this year. People suck. I'm sorry you've been doing things like that. I just stopped going on Facebook. I mean, the things, and I was being threatened like for very specific things, like running ads, and that's not going to stop me. The only reason why I've not run ads since then is because I just don't have time. But one of these days I'm going to figure it out and do more ads, because the Facebook ads seem to be, general consensus, seem to be working better right now than Amazon ads. So, but I haven't got the time to figure it out. The same thing happened to my husband while he was deployed. Scary. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Yeah. Yep. It's like people know you're gone and you can't do anything about it. But then you have to do stuff to make sure you get it off your record. And some people may not understand the process or have the time to deal with it to fix their credit report or whatever it is that that's happened. So I was just lucky that I was in a place that I was able to do it. Both times I had the time And I knew the right person because those were both really before. So the first one was 2004, and I didn't even have a computer. So I didn't go online. I wasn't able to go online and go figure out how do I do this. I just had to talk to people and find out what I need to do. And then the second time was 2008, 2009. And I did have internet then, but because I'd done it once already, I kind of knew what I needed to do the next time. So, okay, so sorry that I talked for so long, and this is supposed to be strictly timed. Let's go ahead and get started. First sprint out of 4, 45 minutes on the clock, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Good luck. And it's time on the first sprint. How did you do? I got a lot done for the AWC admin stuff, got through the inbox, contacted a few people. I did finish up doing the link for that presentation and for the attendee packet, and put together this long message and sent it all off to Kendra and put in the chat that, hey, Kendra, I sent you the message. And something told me, go back and check, because I closed the tab because my computer's acting strange, right? I'm not trying to have too many tabs open. I was like, I should just go back and check it. So I went back and checked it. She's like, there's no message. And I was like, I wondered when I was putting the long message in there, I was like, well, Instagram let me put this long message, but I thought I remembered that, like, if your message was too long, it just wouldn't do it. Like, it wouldn't let you put all of it. Like, it cut it off. I think my message was too long. And I didn't save the message anywhere. I verbally vomited, but I had already verbally vomited other things into my speech-to-text program, and I couldn't find it again. So I had to do that again. But wow, we got a lot of comments. So let's see if we can get through all of them. See where we left off. I think it was here where I completely understand, figured someone would be able to help you earlier. Nope, I think we went to this one too. People suck, so you've been dealing with that. That was me talking about what happened on Facebook. Oh, I did mark it. It was here. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah. Malvey says, thanks for thinking of me. Had the day off yesterday, provincial holiday. So great reason to be off yesterday. Just rested. Definitely need that. I need a long rest after this conference is over. The conference is going to be awesome. And y'all, I put games into the packet, and a couple people have tested the games. I thought the first one would be more fun, but that the person who really liked the second game, I think she was my guinea pig for the first game. So I was there with her. We were in Discord. She was like, okay, this one did not work. And I'm like, okay, let me go fix it. And then she went to the next color. She's like, this one did not work either. And I was like, okay, let me go fix it. And so I think that's why that one was a little more teeth pulling for the second game. The first thing, there's 3 games you can play that are in the attendee packet. I'm going to get that up later today. And there's Amazon gift card prizes for those who do the games, and hopefully they're fun. But the first one's just a writing prompt, so it's more of a challenge versus a game. But I really do like the other 2 games. I don't know how I got on that. Let me go on. Sorry, swallowed my own spit. Wrong pipe. Hello. And Jody, hello. Working on prepping? Nope. Well, working on preparing my rough draft challenge next month. Oh, I was talking about taking time off, but whatever. I don't know how I got to that point. New paranormal thriller, Whispers in the Quarter. How is everyone? What are y'all working on? I'm working on like 2 hours of sleep. But I feel pretty positive about the conference. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it always comes off awesome, even when we have a lot of challenges behind the scene. It always looks awesome. Like, people are like, oh, that was such a great conference. Like, you have no idea what happened. Like, last year, there were no changes. Everything was perfect. I mean, it was as perfect, I think, as you can get for a conference with no changes whatsoever until the actual conference happened. But we didn't have weeks and weeks of people changing things. I mean, we had 4 people drop out this week, and several people dropped out last week. And then, other things have changed. So it's just, yeah, but it's going to be an awesome weekend. Hey, Emma. Joanne saying hi to everyone. What are you guys all working on? AWC stuff. It's probably all I'm going to be doing this week. Haven't received anything yet. Okay, that's the message where she did not get it, but I didn't see it in the chat. I just went back to Instagram to go check it. Joanne saying hello. Bethany, hello. How's it going? Are you working on anything? Hi, Joanne. Working on journaling for a few more minutes before it's time to get Des Hubbins for work and head to bed myself. Hey, Joanne. Tired but pushing through. Beta reading until lunch. How's everything with you? Hello, it's Rita, lurking, getting some writing stream set up. Awesome. Putting you up on the big screen. I feel so special. Joanne says, always good to see you. What genre are you beta reading? Hey, Shannon, friends in the chat. I'm ready a book review on Goodreads. Which book? I mean, you don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but hi, Kat. I have been missing some streams. My computer was not working. It's been trying to die on me for the last few weeks. I'm like, just make it through the conference. I have somebody I can take it to go get worked on. Couldn't afford to not have my computer right now, but it's getting slower and slower and closing down more often. And I have not been able to. I went to so many streams yesterday to say hello, and my computer was not having it. And I was like, okay. So I'm sorry, I've been missing your streams. Everything's going pretty well. Thanks for asking. Finished chapter 8, Project Sugar and Spice yesterday. So now to chapter 8. Oh, you're making good progress, Joanne. Sorry, I will pause. I know strictly timed. I'm not doing the strictly timed very well today. What are chapters I finished? I can finish revising. I think you're moving fast because when you were revising chapter 1, it took you like a week and a half. And I feel like you just started chapter 8. So you're making really great progress. I'm working on it, says Kendra. Thank you so much. I appreciate. I did the injection, hate doing it every time. So playing Stardew and crochet until fatigue hits. Take care of you. Whatever that looks like. I don't know if you have to like hydrate quite a bit or whatnot, but definitely, get the rest that you need. And you'll be in my thoughts. Kat, I appreciate everything you're doing. Y'all don't know how much Kat is doing behind the scenes for the conference. I mean, she's like, y'all think I'm doing a lot. She's in a different department than me. I know I say department, it's kind of weird saying department, but she's a different department than me. But her and I do overlap on the awards. Yes. Who's doing the anthology? Okay, I remember who's doing the anthology. So we overlap on the awards, and she does so much. It's so great. You're going to have a great conference. You work so hard, Hugs. Thank you. Yeah. And it's going to be great because of all the wonderful presentations that are coming. And hoppy in. Hello, Rachel. How's it going? We have just so much great stuff that's happening. And this is the second year, but not in a row, that we've had sponsors. And they're both sponsors that, hold on. Let me get off Rachel since there's a bit of a conflict there, right? Conflict interest. I want to make sure that I'm not having conflict interest there. But both the sponsors are sponsors that I feel that are useful and valuable for a community. And I've always thought that. I was like, I've never been one, like, I don't get sponsors on my channel. It's not something I've cared about trying to do. And Dale is great with getting sponsors. And he did try to put a bug in my ear a couple of years ago. And I said, Dale, I really don't want to do that on my channel. I know it's a good way to make money, but I'd rather concentrate on writing. But for something like this, for the conference, I am open to it because it's another way to bring to light services that authors could find useful to make them successful in their career. And so I'm always grateful that, with the 3 sponsors all together that we have 2 this year, and we had 1 a couple of years ago, all great services and platforms for authors. So I really love all of that as well, that we were able to get that part of the conference. So yeah. And the Snow Queen is the one that she is doing. That sounds familiar. I wonder if I just read that. I've read a lot of books this year, although I've not updated my list in a hot minute. It's been like 2 weeks since I've updated my list. I know. I finished a book. I was finishing 1.65 books every 2 days. Every day. Every 2 days. Every 2 days. I'm like at 1 book now for every 2 days. And the last time I wrote in my updated log was 105 books that I've read, but I know it's way past that. But I think I've read The Snow Queen, but I'm not gonna waste our time here and to go look for it. I'm just here for sprints, having trouble with focus today. I'm trying to get my focus there too. I don't have a choice. I need to be focused, but I'm working on very little sleep for the last couple of days. But we will be there. All right, I got to the end of the comments. Let's go ahead. Anyone has to leave out? Thank you so much for coming. I don't see any other updates. Okay, no other more updates. And for everyone else, I'll see you on the other side of 45 minutes, and good luck. And that is time on the second sprint. How did you do? Oh, wait, I think okay, no, I shut off my speech to text. So more emails out, fixing the schedule because someone dropped out of one of the other appearances. So I had to change the thumbnail, change the live stream description, change the schedule on the website, change the schedule in the attendee packet. Yeah. So when someone drops out, it doesn't matter what they're doing or they change something. It's not like just an easy, let me go fix this. So it takes a little while to get everything done. And right now I am now working. I had put together some notes for my walkthrough that I'm doing this evening for Later Press, but I want to go through and add a few more notes, and I'm trying to put together exactly what I want to say. So like the notes I put together before, they're kind of like bullet points. And then I try to go through and like maybe come up with like actual dialogue, because I will go off topic and talk about things that I probably should be not concentrating on. So I bring myself back to it. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And once I finish this, then I'll get it sent off to Devin, because Devin's going to be in the chat for me to drop links, which is great because it's very hard to drop links while you're also trying to talk and show things, because I'm going to be showing things on screen. So it's just going to be helpful to be able to do that for me. So I got to get this done, get it off to her. Once I finish that, then I need to go through and revamp all of my show notes for all of my special, or for all the other appearances, which I have 5: opening session, closing session, 2 happy hours, and the full first page critique panel. I've put together show outlines for all of these, but they're missing like links and things like that, because we'll be dropping links at the same time. And well, I'm going to be giving a copy to my moderators, so I make a separate copy for them. But some of the links I didn't have yet. So I need to go and revamp those, and then finally send out the messages to all the people who are coming to those different appearances that, hey, here's the information you need. Here's the show outline. Here's the backstage link. Here's the YouTube video link. So I got to develop those emails, which I'll probably just work off a template I used last year. I haven't done that yet. So I got to get those done. When I get those done, or maybe before that, actually, I did get some more information on another live stream that I'm doing during the conference, but it's not really for me. It's for the sponsor, but they don't really have a YouTube channel. So they're doing their live stream through my channel. So I've got to get it set up. And I just finally got some information to finish off my description and my show outline to be able to put that together and get it scheduled. So I'll probably do that first and then do the show outlines. Yeah, it's a long day. I don't know if I'll get all that done this morning. I've got to get the script done, at least my notes, and go through it for Later Press for later. And I need to get all that stuff done, but I may not get it done before the stream is over this morning. So, but I still have the full day other than taking my kiddo to therapy. Okay, sorry, I just got some notifications. So I take my kiddo to therapy, and what else? Well, I got the live stream, and then beyond that, then work on everything. It'd be nice if I could like get to bed on time tonight. I'm getting really tired, and I don't want to go into the conference being really tired. I did that 2 years ago, and I almost showed up late for the very first opening session. I was thinking, okay, I'm a whole hour early, and I logged on and just forgot the whole thing about time zones. Totally forgot about it. But I was working on like 2 hours of sleep that night because the website had crashed, and I tried to get it up and I couldn't get it back up and running. And then of course, little sleep over the previous couple of weeks leading up to it. So yeah, I don't want to be in that position again where I show up late to my own live stream. I was almost late. I showed up just in time for us to go live, but I was bummed because I went to talk to everybody. And I didn't get a chance to, because as soon as I joined, we had to go live. Just a few comments here. Jocelyn saying hi to Rachel. Hey, Jocelyn from Rachel. I finished my book review. Woohoo. Awesome. Did you like it? Did you like the Snow Queen? I feel like I've read it, but I don't know if I have. Getting close to being done. Oh, I appreciate that. There was one more thing that I need someone to check. The same thing, checking links, but on the schedule page for the AuthorTube Writing Conference. But I do want to get the live stream link done first for WTC Creatives, so I can get that up on the website before I ask anyone to help out with that. And really, that can be like a tomorrow thing. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a tomorrow thing, because I'm hoping that I can get some more fixed links. I don't know. Like, I'm tired of chasing after people to get stuff. I'm like, well, if they don't fix it, it just doesn't go on the schedule. I don't know. I don't want to be like that, though. testimonial, make sure my banner was updated. Yay, thank you. I can get that added to my script. Third out of 4 sprints, 45 minutes on the clock. If anyone has to leave out, thank you so much for coming. And everyone else, we'll see you on the other side. And that is time on the third sprint. How did you do? I am finishing up the touches on my script here for my later press live stream demo later. I got a couple of testimonials in, so I was trying to incorporate them. And then I also got back Kendra's feedback on the attendee packet. So my first order of business now will be get this packet, get this, the demo outline done so that I can get it over to Devin for this afternoon, and then I'll work on the packet. Don't think I'm gonna get through all of it by the last sprint, but we'll see how that goes. And then, so then I just have a little bit of time, feed the kiddo, get him to therapy, get back in time to set everything up for the live stream. And then one of our houses that we have just went on the market yesterday, and we have an offer on it. And so our realtor wants to meet on the phone because it's at a different state. So I had that to do tonight after my live stream, and then get back to whatever it is I didn't finish. So, but yeah, let's catch up with you guys. See how are you doing? Left off here with Rachel saying sent the testimonial for later press, and then I got a second one, which is great. All right, Dahub's off work, and I'm off to beds. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, Sky. I appreciate it, and I hope that you're able to get everything done that you wanted to get done, or make some good progress, leaving it for watch time. I appreciate that. Had to hop off for a bit. Hello to everyone who came in while I was away. I sent you back my notes in pieces. Thank you. Yeah, I saw the beginning, and I was like, nothing came through, and I was like, I was wondering if it was like a same deal, like what happened when I put my note into you is I did it as one big note. I was like, maybe she put it as one big note and it didn't come through. And then I saw it come through. I'm like, oh, okay, I just spoke too soon. But I really appreciate it. It does look like I have a little bit of work ahead of me to get the packet as good as possible before it goes live. I want to get that is going to go out tonight. And that's going to also go out with a email to everybody who is a speaker, so that they can share it with their audience. And I just want to make everyone aware that there are games in this packet. And I also need to inform all the speakers that we do have a second sponsor now. So I got to do that. So that's part of everything I've got to get done. I'd like to have the packet up before the later press live stream, but I don't think that's going to happen now. But working on productivity today, says Jocelyn. Hello, Rachel. Hope you're having a splendid day. It's good. I hope that your day is going well. Hi, Shanon and friends. Just popping in. Leave likes and love. Oh, I appreciate that, Gwen. Thank you so much for stopping in. Carla, hello. Finally finished edits and now wrapping up formatting of the second Cat Shifter book. Nice. Making progress. And Rita says hi to Joanne. Tackles without spilling a drop of coffee. And oh, congrats on the offer. Thank you. I have not opened the email yet. I've not had a chance. She sent it all in the email. So I don't know if the offer if the offer is what we're looking for or not, or what else. Usually it's kind of a back and forth, like, okay, we offer this, but with this, and then we'll come back and say, well, we will do this, but not this, or, that kind of stuff. So I don't know if it's actually a good thing or not yet at this point, because I haven't had time to open that email. Update. Okay, one chicken ASMR 25-minute timer down, one chicken 20-minute timer to go. How is Blanche doing? I hope that all is going well with her. Got Amazon Live set up and posted out, and setting up writing streams next. Thumbs are done for those two. Wow, you're making really great progress. What I thought I'd be done with taking it forever. What I thought I'd be done with it's taking forever to get it done. Because I do think you started off when you first came in, you said you were doing the scheduling of your live streams. So if you're doing that now, it's probably you had other things pop up that you had to get done. That's like me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this right now. No, I kind of need to get this done first. I swear I'm a discovery productivity person. So oof, that is a busy day. Yes, it is very busy. Also busy, but keep nodding off for you. Try my best to keep focused and keep a good rhythm going. I'm so sorry. I'm drinking lots of coffee, so I can not nod off. I was feeling it a little bit there. I did go get another cup of coffee, and while I was waiting for the coffee to make, I read part of my book. I read books like in snatches of like 5 and 10 minutes here and there, and I get through a lot of reading. And I was like, no, I just want to lay down in bed with this book. And like, if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. That'll be a next week. No, that'll be like a next week after that thing. That'll be, sorry, it skipped on me. Hey, Rita from Rachel Martin. Hello, afternoon. Nice to see you. Are you getting any writing in? Blanche is going really well. Thank you. And yes, that's exactly what happens. One thing opens a Pandora's box of other things. I think you and I are the same like that. We are kind of a discovery type personality when it comes to let's get this stuff done. And congrats on the offers. Thank you. Hopefully it's a good one. I haven't opened it yet. And hi, Rachel. Congrats on funding your campaign. Oh, I didn't know. Congratulations, Rachel. I'm glad it got funded. Is it done? Is it over? If it's not over, please drop a link. And then if you have any late pledges, if it is over and you have late pledges enabled, please feel free to still drop a link. So, okay, last sprint, 45 minutes on the clock. If anyone has to leave out, thank you so much for coming. And for everyone else, I'll see you on the other side. And that is time on the last sprint. How did you do? I pretty much finished up my show outline that I want to have for my live demo later. And I've kind of mentioned it here probably a couple of days in a row now, if not more than twice. Like, I feel like I probably said this last week too, or the week before, in which I'm doing this live demo for Later Press, one of our sponsors for the conference. And it's a platform I've been wanting to try out because it sounds really good. Like, you can use it to direct sale your books. You can use it to do subscriptions. And I do direct sales and subscriptions on 2 other different platforms. So here I can just do it all in one place. But on top of that, they take 0% of your earnings. Where, like, if I do a direct sale of my book on the one site that I'm on, part of my earnings percentage is taken by that platform. And for the other platform where I was doing subscriptions, they take part of your earnings too. So I'm like, how does this company make money? So I've like posed that question a few times. Like, how do they make money if they take 0% of what an author makes on their platform? Because, I know it costs money to run a website, at least that much. And so I was doing a deep dive on it and what I could find. And I think what I found, which I was getting close to the end here. So I don't know. I was trying to look at other sources to see if this was all right. From what I understand is that when a reader is on their site, there are bookshelves with recommendations when they're on the site. So in order for a reader to get on the site, it does start with the author. Like, there's no way that I can find to get to the site where there's authors. Like, there's like no like particular path that you can take from the website to find an author. Instead, you find an author's site on Later Press, like their page on Later Press, when they promote it, whether their newsletter, social media, whatever. Once you get into someone's site on Later Press, using that, then you will have a recommendation shelf after reading a book. I suppose the recommendation shelf works off of whatever you're reading. And Later Press has part of that bookshelf. I'm not sure what that looks like because I'm actually not on the platform yet. I do plan on being on a platform, but I think that's going to be scheduled for August because I'm actually going to record when I get on the platform just so I can show how to do it from start to finish. But I think there might be more than one bookshelf because I think the authors can put books on their bookshelf to recommend. And when they do that, they make part of the profit when a book is sold. So it looks like if a reader reads a book and pays for a book on a bookshelf, there's 15% of that money is then split 5% to the author who site it belongs to and 10% to Later Press. And that's how they make their money. So it's on the recommendation shelf. And I'm assuming the recommendation shelf is populated by the authors. But I also think it seems like from what I was reading that part of it was from what they're reading. So I don't understand that part. We'll probably find out more once I get on the site, but that's not going to be today. But I think I recall some of the authors on Later Press saying that they could put books on the bookshelf. But then I read that the books that are recommended to you will be based off of what you just read. So maybe there's more than one bookshelf. See, I'm confused because I don't know what it even looks like. But that's how they make their money, is basically from affiliate links. So like, many authors will use affiliate links with their books so that if you buy their book, whether from Amazon or whatever, and they have an affiliate link, they make a bit of kickback. So it's good if you can get the Amazon link. I've tried to get an Amazon affiliate link and I've been told no twice. So I can't make any money off my own books, but it's good if you do it through Amazon, right? Because Amazon, when you sell a book, they take their cut. But then if you sell a book through an affiliate link, then you also get a cut of that money back, basically. So, excuse me. So yeah. All right, let's see how you guys did. I'm looking at my timer. I think there's like 5 minutes left after that. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, deep dive. I kind of want to speak to it, but I don't know enough. And I don't know if my research is right. It's because I want to find more sources. But yeah. Rita says, hi to Rachel. Congrats on your funding campaign. Thanks, Rita. It closed yesterday, but late pledges are available. I don't know if she ever dropped a link, but and I don't know if you can find it by her name. So I think I tried to search once, but that might have been before the Kickstarter happened. But the other slate pledges, so if you find some way to find her, if you're interested in getting her book. Hi, Martin and Megan. In that zone of something so been lurking and working. And I did say congrats to Rachel. This was her second successful Kickstarter. So yeah, it's a really great feeling. And she says, I was really worried because literally 3 days after launch, I got so swamped I barely got any marketing or promoting in. I was mentally prepping to be okay with not making it. Well, I'm glad that you didn't have to go there. And God dang it, my KS closed yesterday. Okay, never mind. It's not open. This morning is an open call for romance books. If I'd only known. Anyway, if it helps, here's someone in chat. It's a Kickstarter. You shared that in the Instagram too. I haven't had time to click on it, and probably by the time I do have time to click on it, it'll be done. I've got a lot going on today. I've got a lot going on through the 2nd of July. Because when the 2nd of July hits, I should be done with the conference. I should be done with my Faded Adventure packet going out for that month. I should be done with publishing my next video episode in my podcast that goes out July 1st. This is to start the new season. There's a lot happening between now and then. So I don't have a lot of time. And yeah, Joanne Smush from Rachel. Carla says, buttons up and press. Book will be available at Amazon later. Keep an eye out for it. Yay. I'm so happy for you, Carla. Nice. I created a thumbnail for my July sprints. I also listened to a couple of chapters of Chain Gang All-Stars. I've never heard of that one before. That's new for me. But yay for progress. Oh, hey, Kat from Rachel. Hey, Rachel, how have you been? Doing pretty good. It's ungodly hot outside, so I can have my windows open. Made my Kickstarter goal. Got to stay home to work, so farewell pants. No leg prisons today. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to do any of the games in the packet, Rachel. And I don't know if you're going to make it to the conference or not. But once I do get the packet up, there's 3 games in the packet that you can play. Well, one's a challenge and 2 are games. And pants. That's part of one of my games. Oh yeah, the link. LOL. There's the link to the Kickstarter. But you said it closed, right? I mean, let me just pause that. My time anxiety is kicking in. Where is it? Oh, it's not hyperlinked, so I can't click on it. LOL, Lake Prisons is ungodly hot in Louisiana, but thankfully I'm inside the majority of the day. The other part about pants I think of is that, and I didn't even notice this until I started writing my 3rd book in my series, which I've got the first 2 books, A Curse of Scales and Feathers and A Curse of Wings and Gems. All of my female protagonists have a thing when it comes to clothes. So like in the first book, Ari, she grew up poor. And when she's chosen to be the dragon's chosen one, and she's basically going to be marrying the king, she gets dressed into these, beautiful dresses, and she doesn't want to wear them. They just don't feel right because she's not used to wearing something like that. So that's her thing. Then with Emmy's a mermaid. And yeah, they don't wear clothes because in my mind, this is what I thought. In my mind, why would you be wearing clothes underwater? Because it's just drag. Even if it is like an oyster, seashell, pearl, bra top or whatever, I don't know. It's drag. It adds. It's gonna add to the drag in the water. So merfolk don't wear clothes, and so when she goes on land, wearing clothes is just distasteful to her. It's everything is like a prison to her, and pants are the worst to her. And I think I actually had a scene where she went a little more in depth with her distaste for pants, but I ended up cutting that scene, and I thought I might try to get at least her thoughts about it in another part, but I don't think I did. I'm pretty certain I did not get it in, so I don't think it comes across. But I know what she's thinking in her head. She hates pants, and this is not the last we're going to hear from Emmy. When it comes to the sequel series, all of the main characters from the first 3 books will have points of view in the sequel series. So I might be able to get it in there, but she hates pants. And then now I'm writing Nira, and Nira doesn't like dresses because it tangles around her legs, and she's an assassin, and she's they don't call it parkour, but she's well versed in parkour. In her assassin training. And so she does a lot of jumping from different high heights and things like that. And so dress does nothing but get in her way. I actually have a scene. I think it's so funny. It's the first time that her and Zane, so that's the other love interest, Nira and Zane, the first time they both realize the other one is in a secret order, and they both know how to do hand-to-hand combat. And they have their first fight. like like a fight scene. And they're at a ball and she's wearing a dress, and he's doing it more than she is, needling her, like he knows that she's been following him. And so he's, calling her a stalker and like, wondering, so he's like, the dialogue, I can't remember the dialogue, but the dialogue's so great. It's one of my favorite scenes in my readers. The 3 readers I have, they absolutely love this scene too. It was one of my favorite scenes to write. But at some point she realizes her dress is in the way, so she rips it off. And of course he's always in a playful mood, and he was like, well, if you just needed help taking your dress off, you could have asked me. But this is in the middle of them fighting. But I think it's funny. Anyways, what I think is funny might not actually be funny when it comes across the page, but I thought it was funny. But I don't write funny very well. So and then yeah, I'm glad I'm inside too. A bit better focus. Now is lunch break, so at least half the day is done. LOL. Melve, I think you gave me your focus issues, because I was having trouble at the beginning of that sprint. I was like, where's my focus? And I thought of you. I was like, okay, she's having focus issues. I'm having focus issues. We can commiserate together. And then you said your focus was better. So I was like, I think you just gave it to me. I did eventually get my focus back under, I wrangled it back, whatever you want to call that. Thanks for the sprint, Shannon. Have a terrific, you too, Kat. Thank you so much for being here. I just posted a link to the AWC and the Boston Badger Writing Group, formerly the Boston NaNoWriMo Group. Oh, I bet a bunch of groups had to be renamed. You got it linked. Yay. So this is, I hate this. Now, every time I log into Kickstarter, it pops up a window that I have to click on before I can get anywhere, because I'm still fulfilling rewards. And there's only so many things you can choose from the drop-down menu. And I'm like, I can't fill this. I can't change this. This is still fulfilling rewards right now. Would you stop asking me? Like, ask me like every other time or something. I don't know. So if it's closed, campaign. Okay, go in there and put your button in there, Rachel. My button doesn't go anywhere. I'm telling you to do something that I didn't do myself, but I do have a button. I'm pretty certain I have a button. So you can put a button there. Make Curse of Wings and Gems. Yeah, so it says follow along, and it just takes you right back to a Curse of Wings and Gems. And I've been meaning to go in there and change it. I'm saying because I'm thinking, what would I change it to? And that's the reason why I've not changed it, because I don't know what to change it to. But you can like have it go somewhere. Like if you're offering anything, yeah, it's kind of hard to offer stuff from your Kickstarter if you're still fulfilling, because that, your Kickstarter people are supposed to get it first if it's exclusive stuff. But like you can offer like for them to follow your blog or your website or something. I'm telling you all this, and I'm not doing it myself. I need to go do it. But put your button up there so you can take advantage of people who might come by and take a look at it, and then they can follow you. You can do it to your newsletter too. Oh, I should do mine to the Fated Adventures. That's what I should do. I'm gonna be trying to hopefully market the Fated Adventures come like August, September timeframe, so I can get the next one going. So yeah, that'll be coming, but that's in the future. There is the link. I'm used to typing in the link, so I didn't know it. Would it just respond here? Oh yeah, because it kind of autocorrects, right? Yeah. Haha, not on purpose. It's okay. I'm going to grab some lunch. Thanks, Whispers. Thanks, Carla. I'm so happy for you able to hit live launch on that book. And I know you're pretty prolific, but I bet every book feels great to get out. True. Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do, though, because I haven't done it myself. You click on my button, it goes right back to the same page. So I should go in there and do that. Gosh, if I could just find a spare minute in the day. All right, got through all the comments. I will be back again tomorrow for Focus Flow Sprints, but don't forget that tonight is a live stream walkthrough with Later Press. I'm really excited about this company, just because I know that I've been hearing about it, and I know that I've been wanting to get on there, and it's one of those things that's been on my bucket list for things to do as an author. And now that we actually got the sponsorship, it's kind of like kicking it up higher in my bucket list, so that I'm actually going to be doing it this year instead of keep pushing it off, thinking like, okay, well, let me do this instead. Let me do that instead, because that's what happens. And so other things tend to take precedence at certain points. So I'm really excited to find out more about how their platform works. And yeah, I would love for you guys to join me tonight, even if it's not something you want to do. Come show the love. That would be, it also supports our sponsorship with the sponsor by having people come to the live stream and learn more about the platform, even if it's, you're not going to use it eventually. But if not, I might see you tomorrow, because I am sprinting tomorrow. Yes, the focus flow stuff. And then the day after starts the Author Tube Writing Conference, and it's going to be a whirlwind. 3-4 days, because it's 3 days, Friday through Sunday. But now we're doing Manic Monday on the next day. Now, thankfully, I don't have to do as much to get prepared for that. That's there's just figuring out all the winners for the awards, for the games, and for the giveaway prizes. So it's just that part. I give it all over to Devin, and she's running the show. I'll just be there and support her. And it's gonna be a fun stream just to go through and hang out and do all that. So, okay, I am talking long enough. I have to get stuff done, get my kiddo off to therapy after lunch, and I hope you guys continue to have a great day, great productive day, and see you all later. Bye.